What is going on, guys? Today we are back. We are on some NASCAR 2005 Chase for the Cup. We have some visual improvements, so we got different paint schemes than the original game. We're playing on the Dolphin emulator, and we're going to jump off into it to get started here. We got a showdown race with Ryan Newman here to see if we can get us a cup car. There's no talking in this cutscene right now, so I'm just gonna chit chat with you guys. How have you been? It's been a long time since I have virtually sit down and done anything, and I hope you're gonna enjoy this series. We're gonna start with expert difficulty, of course. When we get to it, we gotta do this part first, and then we'll go from there. But we're gonna work all the way up from modifieds. It'll be this season, and then we'll move up into trucks, and we'll kind of just go from there. If season 1 does okay, then I will continue with season 2. But if not, thanks for checking me out again anyway. I know it's been ages, and a lot has happened since I last made a video. And yes, I know the page name is technically Black Ops Fan, but we're just going to move everything back off into one page again where I just play whatever, and if you watch it, you watch it. If you don't, you don't. Because, well, that just makes things easier on me. But you're fixing to get a patch of in-game audio, so I'm going to shut up and let you listen. Alright, so we got a racing team. We're going to go to main menu, though, and get this music turned off, because we don't want a copyright strike, that kind of thing. Got to select our favorite driver. I'm going to go with Dale Earnhardt Jr. You'll notice right there was a change of skin, because I don't know if you've played this game. If you have, then you know that his car says Junior Motorsports on it in this game and not Bud, which is Budweiser. But we're going to get this music off. Just that way we don't get any kind of strikes or any kind of trouble. Maybe with what time that we've been recording, we didn't pick up too much of it. But it's alright if we did. It'll be okay for one episode. But we're going to jump back into the career mode, which is fight to the top. We're going to name our driver Loser, and his last name is going to be Driver. Yeah, I think we're going to go with Loser. That sounds cool. I was having trouble. I was debating on going some other route, but no, Loser Driver sounds okay. We're going to make him... Do we want Driver? Yeah, I think we want Driver. Let's make him 28 from Loserville as his hometown. Because this guy's obviously a loser. Let's change it to Georgia. And we'll put his team name as Loser Racing. Once I figure out the space button without going and clicking space. It's been a while. So, alright, Loser Racing. We're going to leave everything else the same. It all looks okay. We're going to go to Custom. I'm going to set the AI difficulty to Legend. We'll leave it on Short. I'm going to put Full Assist, Unlimited Tire and Fuel off, Quick Repair, and no yellow flags. So if we wreck, we wreck. It is what it is. We're going to continue. And we'll get a message from Newman or whatever his name is, Ace Moneymaker. Alright, let's go to race shop. We're gonna get a message. Oh, wrong button. Sorry about that. I meant to click the X button.
Hey, it's Ace. This is your race shop. From here, you can view and sign any driving contract offers in any racing series. You can also start up your own race team if you got the money. You can come back here during the season to view current driving contracts or to manage the race teams that you want.
Alright, so we're already under contract. This is supposed to be the 192 car. It's been converted to the 19 car because of the skin changes. Let's go listen to this audio.
Go racing. This is where you access all your race events. You can select the event you want to run here. However, sometimes you might encounter scheduling conflicts and you're going to have choices to make. You can also choose not to participate in an event, but you won't earn any points or money.
Alright, so it'll be far less of the, next episode it'll be far less phone calls. This is just the first episode, so we're getting everything set up. We're going to run Red Ball Raceway here as our first race. And I am going to qualify, of course. I don't expect we're going to do great. The audio may tweak out in a few spots of the game audio, and I apologize. At least it's not going to be full audio for you guys. But let's get us out lap going. And we're going to see how well we actually qualify here. So it should look visibly pleasing for you guys to be a GameCube game. Like I said, I downloaded a pack off the internet. I can't remember who it's from. It was to overhaul the textures and the skins. Not so much as the textures, but the car skins. So it does look a lot better. They're high quality. So looks like we're starting 4th. And we'll confirm that after we finish this lap. But I'm pretty sure we start in 4th because that really wasn't the greatest of laps. It wasn't awful. But let's start this race and let's see if we end up wrecking or if we end up catching us a win here. It would be nice to win. I have never played this game on Legend or with unlimited tires and fuel off, so we'll see how we do. You may see a few of the textures loading in the background. It's pretty rough on my computer. I still don't have the greatest of computers. I haven't upgraded or anything, but hey, we're doing the best we can do here. Looks like we're running in a pretty rough spot of 10th right now, which is, in Featherlight, I think there's 20 or 22 cars on the track. And you'll notice, like, some of the blimps, they don't add up with the car numbers, and that's okay. It's just part of that retexture. Most of the time it is correct, though. My blimp on the map says I'm running the 86 car, and I'm running a 19. But it's okay. We're going to race a couple races in this first episode, see how, we favor on racing. We may come back pretty directly with an episode 2. I don't know yet, but we'll give this one a few days to get out there, and we'll look at some ratings and see. But if you're glad to see me back, drop me a comment and give me a like on this video. Subscribe, follow, whatever option you want on whichever platform you're watching, because my videos are always cross-posted with Facebook. So we're just been hanging out. As a lot of you guys know, I lost my dad back in October, on October the 4th. I've really been in a bad place since my dad died, but we're doing much better now. We're starting to get back to normal, and that's about the end of that story. I don't want to go into details. It was congestive heart failure that took my dad out. He was 52, and he'd probably been sick maybe 25 years before we even found out. So a long time, and as a lot of you know, I will be 28 this year. So essentially, pretty much my whole life, my dad has been sick with heart problems, and we didn't even find out until a year before last, because technically he died in 25, and we found out in November of 24 that he was really sick, and they give him 6 months back then, and he made it 11 months. So my dad was a fighter. But it's looking like we may, as long as we don't wreck here, end up taking first place on our first race, which is pretty good for legend difficulty, because that's supposed to be the hardest, and well, I didn't find that very awful, but there's more races, and we're running pretty much the lowest race length anyway, so if we don't qualify good, there's no way that we're gonna most likely end up in the front on some of these tracks. But we've earned 15,000 fans, 1,141 prestige points, and our neutral on our hero or villain meter. So there's that. Let's answer the phone.
It's Ryan. Just called to say you've been doing a great job out there. Keep it up. Alright, now you've got a race under your belt, so it might be a good time to start checking out some of the other screens in the fight to the top main menu. Now head on over there and check them out. You're going to need to start getting familiar with all these screens and how they work.
Alright. Let's go run Milwaukee Mile and see how we do on this one. That first race give me some hope that we may actually do very well this season. I'm loving this texture upgrade though. It's a little bit easier on the eyes when you're playing, and it looks, pretty concurrent with high definition graphics, which this game was PlayStation 2 and GameCube. There may have been a PC version at one point, I have no idea, but for what it's worth, I mean, this pack is pretty awesome. I will link it down below. Where's the website to where to get it. They also do, I think it's NASCAR Dirt to Daytona and Thunder 2003, but they're all on the GameCube emulator for Dolphin. And that's about all I'm going to cover on that. So none of the credits is to me on the paint schemes or none of that. It's all the guy that created them. I'm enjoying this pack. I just decided to check it out and start a series. So hopefully this series does well, and we bring some of you guys back into the pages and channels, and we get back going on the right track. I know it's been, I'd say, at least a little over a year since you guys have actually seen any new content from me, and I apologize so much for that, but just a lot has went on. We are starting 8th for Milwaukee Mile, so that works out. Let's go ahead and start the race. Check that paint scheme out on the Heinz tomato ketchup car over there. It's neat. Like, it just looks so good, because I've actually been playing the PlayStation 2 version and a lot in the last couple weeks, and I tell you, boy, it's rough on the eyeballs. It's not as great as I remember from back in the day at PlayStation 2. So I was a kid, but PlayStation 2 never looked this good. Oh crap, our first accident. Uh-oh, that's gonna hurt us this race. We're in 20th. maybe we can make it up. We got plenty of time. It was just lap 1, so we're about 3.5 seconds behind the leader. If we can catch up to this guy and maybe catch the draft, I think we'll be okay. So I'm hopeful. You know, we got plenty of time here. We done good our first race. We have had an awful run so far at this race, but it's still early on, so let's continue pushing forward, and maybe, just maybe, we'll have some more good luck here. Like, at least the car is handling well. I notice our fuel bar's going down. We hadn't got no indication that the tires have worn out yet any, so that's a good thing. That gives me a lot of good hope, and we're just trying something new with the channel, and hey, I'm glad to be back, but you're gonna have to take what you can get out of me, because I ain't got no new zombies footage for you guys or anything like that. I may in the near future. I'm gonna work on a season of this and see how it performs, and it's NASCAR season in real life right now. We're in February, so, and I live in the South. I actually live in Tennessee, so we're big NASCAR fans down here. So I figured, hey, why not? It was a good time to run a little bit of this game, and I'll actually put these in a playlist for season 1. Season 1 will probably just be the modifieds, and then, you know, if we have any test sessions or anything for the other leagues, then we'll also just include that in this series. Until we're actively racing that series, we're not going to start a new playlist. So when we finish up the 16 race season for the modifieds, whether we stay in modifieds, we may end up buying our own modified and hiring somebody to drive it. We'll find out toward the end of the season. So, you know, for now, this will be, you know, these episodes will be season 1, as long as you see this car right here, like the open wheeled car, because I'm not sure how many of you are actually familiar with, you know, the Wellen modifieds. Wellen, I'm not sure what it's called, but modifieds. And then you got the truck series and the national series, and then you got the cup cars, which is the big boys. So like where Dale Earnhardt Jr. and all of them are at. And we got on lap 7 here, we're up in the 7th position. Moving up a little bit. Let's try not to wreck here. We're not really trying to go the villain route. We may end up that way here and there. It's hard to say. We're trying to race respectable with precision, and whatever happens, happens at this point. You know, whether we go villain or hero, it doesn't even matter. We're just going to do what we got to do to get through the races. And if we have to play dirty, then we'll definitely play dirty. But we're up to 5th on lap 9 here. We're definitely moving up in the world. Like, I don't even remember this car being this fast this early on. I always thought that, well, then again, the game does kind of want you to do good in this series so you can get a truck contract to move up in the leagues. So yeah, I guess it kind of makes sense. But I still don't remember this car handling this well. At least not on the PlayStation 2 version. But we're running 3rd with 2 to go. Technically 3 to go, because we haven't finished this one up yet. Up to 2nd. We need to click the draft on this guy, see if we can pull ourselves on up. Fuel's getting low. We got 2 to go. We should have enough fuel to make the end of the race. Oh, we got the lead. Can we hold it? Can we hold it? Can we hold it? Do we have enough car? Looks like we do. Awesome. That is awesome. Alright, we're going to get us a lap lead right here. Not even a full lap, about a quarter of a lap, but hey, we'll take what we can get. We got up front by the last lap, so I'm starting to think now we shouldn't have named this guy loser. But then again, we'll probably have a tough time when we get up into Truck Series, if the series gets to make it that far. But that's going to do it. We're going to take the win here at Milwaukee Mile. Took us 5 minutes, 15 seconds to complete the race. We made, looks like a rival there. We made about $6,000. We're not making a whole lot of money. We got 1,000 prestige, 19,000 more fans, 900 hero points. So, can't complain. Not at all. Let's answer the phone.
Safe here. Now, prestige is the most important attribute that you can have. The big-time racing teams are attracted to drivers with high prestige. You also find that Nascar fans are going to want to follow the good drivers, so increasing prestige is a good way to pick up fans. Strong finishes in your races, they'll earn you prestige points. So good luck with that, bud.
But thank you for watching.